Hello there, Pixel here, and today I wanted to bring my final thoughts, you want to call it a review, on Rogue Legacy 2. But more importantly, I wanted to answer the question, is Rogue Legacy 2 Early Access worth buying? And I'm going to break this up into brutal, honest talks about both the quantity and the quality of what's available right now. First, I want to start with the quality. I'm not deviating from what my first impressions video said. This game is amazing. This game is completely worth buying as far as quality is concerned. Even for an early access game, I saw no bugs. I saw no crazy behaviors. I saw no unfinished things beyond content that's just outright missing. Nothing seemed like, oh, this needs polish, that needs polish. They have polished everything that they see. They intend for the public to see, which is great. The quality of what's there is just perfect. It's amazing. If you liked the first game, you will like the second game. If you didn't like the first game, you can probably close this video because you're not going to like this game. It's the exact same thing, just better, more refined. They've added on to everything that they previously did. They made everything better. So now let's get into the conversation of quantity, because I think some people might be disappointed by the quantity of content if they don't hear it first from somebody. The quantity of content looks like, in the long game, that it's going to be amazing. Bigger than the first game, much bigger, more classes, more biomes, more things. There's just going to be a whole lot more game down the road. But today, there isn't a ton of game. There's probably about 5 or 6 hours of gameplay here for your average gamer. For a proficient gamer, it might be more like 3 or 4. And for the laggards, the ones that want to take their time, see everything, max everything out, you could probably play this for about 10 hours. So that really puts it into perspective. The quantity of game is not huge. Let me enumerate, though, the things that are available. You get 4 classes to start. If you want to see what those 4 classes are, I have a video that breaks down all 4 classes and how they are all very distinct from each other. This is not like Rogue Legacy 1, where everybody was a slightly different version of the same thing. These 4 classes are very different, and I hear the plans are lots more classes. You have 1 completed biome. That means everything in the biome is polished. It's meant to be played the way you go through the regular progression, and then you fight a boss. That's all completed. You have a second biome, which is actually biome number 3, which you have access to, and it's mostly completed, or at least that's how it kind of feels. It feels like it maybe needs some small tweaks, but that also could be the fact that you go from biome 1 to 3. So 3, very difficult. You get to see a really quick single screen of walking through of biome 2, but there's nothing in there. You just break a couple breakables and then you head on into biome 3. So that's there. You have a limited tree set for your upgrade tree. You have like attack and armor and upgrade health, but you can only upgrade things for about 10 times before it caps itself out. There's a few other things in there too that were pleasant surprises, I think, but it's pretty limited. And you can see the nodes end up stopping you at one point and say, this will be unlocked in a future patch. There's a number of different skills available, the different spells that you can do. I'd say it's probably upwards to a couple dozen of them. I was finding them all the way up to when I was fighting the boss in the first biome. Traits, there are so many that I was still unlocking them up to just prior to recording this video. I'm still seeing them. So there's, I don't know, 3 dozen maybe. It's a lot. There's a lot in there. And again, plans for more. And I think that's about it. I don't know what else. Oh, armor and ruins. So the armor, weapon, and ruins, you get to unlock the first few tiers of it. Clearly they're going to want more in the game eventually. I felt like, based on what's there for biomes, that the equipment got me to where I needed to go, but it didn't really feel like the equipment wasn't doing a whole lot different. The ruins is a little different. They kind of balance the ruins and what you get for ruins in this version of the game. I like what was there. I haven't unlocked everything, but there's enough there. I don't know, a couple dozen ruins out there. So the biggest limitation, I think, in this game is the fact that it's really only one whole complete biome where you're going to go start to finish and end with a boss. Beyond that, you're going to get to practice in the third biome for a while if you want. Probably make you a little bit better at the game, but it's going to feel like that little bit of it is incomplete. I think, at least in my head, that's how I framed it, where, okay, third biome's unavailable, but not a complete biome, because it doesn't have a boss. So that's it. I mean, I really don't want to catch anybody by surprise. I don't want anybody to take my recommendation of go buy this game, it's totally worth it, and then to get it and go, oh, it's only really just a biome and a half or a biome and 3/4. That's what's there, but obviously they're going to build that into the game, and the game is fun enough to justify supporting this game. And I mean, really, that's how you have to look at this. These guys are making an excellent game, and we want, as a community, as a gaming community, we want excellent games to be made. This is not a gamble. If you watch some streams on this, those will come out soon, and you watch some videos, I have videos on my channel, you can see this is an amazing game. It's really easy to speculate and say it's going to be amazing all the way through. I don't think you're taking much of a gamble by buying this game. So that's, I guess, enough of me proselytizing people go out and buy this game and yeah, advocate for this game. I really liked the first one. It turns out that I think I'm going to end up liking the second one a whole lot more. I hope the rest of the community agrees with me. I've seen a lot of other reviewers out there talking about this game. They're saying very similar things to me. So I've got nothing but praise here. But for those that are very skeptical about early access games, just know that you are buying a sliver of the game today, and it's going to expand. I hope you enjoyed this little talk I had here. Until next time, this has been Pixel.